As a councillor, I often hear from people venting their frustrations about how ineffective the council is. That's part of my role, to absorb the complaints about potholes, parking issues, and dog waste. There are certainly significant problems, like rising council tax and the millions squandered by ineffective leaders. However, I always ask whether the person complaining actually voted in the last election. If they didn't participate or feel it's pointless, my sympathy for their situation diminishes. If you don't vote, you can't really complain. Though I understand it's not always that simple, I have a personal story that highlights the importance of voting. When I was first elected, it was by a May 9 votes. After a tense recount, I was confirmed as councillor, proving that every vote counts, even at the local level. That's why I'm furious about Angela Rayner's decision to cancel elections for millions of people across the country. In a move reminiscent of North Korea's Kim Jong-un, she has stripped 5.5 million people of their voting rights just weeks before the elections. Elections in 9 areas, including Surrey and Norfolk, are postponed for a reorganization of local councils. While I agree that the current two-tier system in the UK, where town councils and district councils coexist, creates inefficiencies and waste, Rayner's justification for delaying voting is questionable. She claimed, "We're not in the business of holding elections to bodies that won't exist and where we don't know what will replace them." This, she argued, would be an expensive misuse of taxpayer money. Nigel Farage, whose party Reform UK was poised to gain in these areas, is outraged, saying there is no justification for cancelling the elections other than the cowardice of the political establishment. The solution is straightforward. Hold the elections and align the introduction of the new authority with the end of the councillor's 4-year term, or even slightly earlier if necessary. As Farage pointed out, it will take at least 3 years to implement these changes. Even if these councils are largely conservative, the political landscape could shift, benefiting Farage and posing challenges for the struggling Labour Party. Surely, there's a way to navigate this without denying people their voting rights or wasting money. Unless, of course, Labour prefers to delay the situation to avoid embarrassment, especially given their current struggles. Perhaps mimicking North Korea's tactics is their best option right now.